Alright, so we fell asleep last night before we could record our thoughts for the day. Day 2, which was our first full day in Hawaii. We'll get to that later.
But that's correct. I mean, I've heard Izzy sing
It is technically correct.
I've heard Izzy sing it that way, so it must be.
So we started off on Sunday morning, kind of getting our bearings. We started out by getting breakfast at Kono's.
Oh my god. It's Kono's? I thought it was Konai.
Kono's. I was right.
Kono apostrophe S.
Kono's.
Whoever Kono is, he owns it.
It could be a woman, you don't know.
They own it.
So we had breakfast at Kono's.
The pulled pork is fantastic.
And I was really, really pleasantly surprised by how much I liked Portuguese sausage. Normally, I like sausage, but not like I would always choose bacon over it. But I got the biscuit sampler so that I could try everything, and he's right, I'm not normally a pork person, but the pulled pork really is good. But that sausage is 10 out of 10.
And then they had a surprise standout star. Their salsa is the best salsa I think I've ever eaten.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. It had freshness, just the perfect amount of spice.
Yeah, it had a crispness to it. I mean, I probably have had better salsas, but that was just...
I don't know if I have, because that was
it
really
really
good.
took the greasiness of the pulled pork, and it cut it, and it was like...
So we got the food, and then we took it down to Waikiki Beach, where we ate breakfast, just sitting on the rock wall watching the ocean, which was lovely.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And the tiny birds ate one of my tomatoes I dropped.
I didn't know that birds ate tomatoes.
I don't think they're supposed to.
Well, the little birds are voracious. They will come right up to your feet.
Yeah, they want. I mean, they've been fed by so many tourists, either by accident or not. They ate one of her little eggies that dropped.
I dropped an egg?
This is a little tiny squirrel.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Okay.
jumped that bad boy down.
So then we got our hollow carts. Yeah, hollow would be the correct pronunciation.
H-O-L-O.
Sorry, we went on a tour
Hollow.
today, and the guy was obsessed with pronunciation.
Hollow. No, it's two vowels on it. No, that's a consonant.
I think it's holo. Anyway, so we got our card for the bus, and we took the bus from the hotel over to Costco.
Yeah, it was only like a 20, 30 minute ride. It did not feel very long.
Yeah, it was super efficient. Everyone was masking.
A little confusion when I stepped off. We changed buses. The other bus wasn't going to come, but it was, and
Anyway,
Google said there was an alert.
The bus worked. Download the Move It app because it's a lot better than Google.
Yeah, Google says, oh, did you know this route doesn't go by this stop? But we're going to route you from that stop, even though there's an alert on there saying it doesn't go by there anymore.
But it did. So we went to Costco and they had so much fun stuff. Oh.
We got butternut.
Well,
honey butter nuts.
Beyond that, just like they had so much stuff that we didn't buy. Just so much regional and fun drinks and fun food.
Like a massive drink section. And
yeah, I wish they had that at ours. I get why they don't, because the demand for specialty items and international food is a little bit lower at our Costco, but it was a lot of fun.
Lots of people shop there. We'll come up to that later.
Yeah. Well, no, this is when we're talking about it.
Well, I was going to say when we go to the beach later.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, so when we went to the beach afterwards, so we ended up buying a Tommy
Bahama umbrella. It's basically the same one that we have at home. I wanted to bring our one from home, but it wouldn't fit in the suitcase. And so we ended up buying one there. And when we went to the beach later, literally every umbrella that wasn't a rental umbrella was Tommy Bahama. It is cheaper to buy an umbrella at Costco than it is to rent it for one full day.
Yeah,
From $40 for a one-day rental versus spending $25 at Costco. So our way back from Costco, we had a big case of water, a case of soda, and a significant amount of food because we're trying not to eat out every meal, though we're ending up doing that anyway.
This is the first couple days. I'm sure we'll start bubbling back.
Yeah. So we took an Uber back to the room, and that was $18, which honestly was well worth it. The lady was super sweet, and I didn't want to take all that back on the bus.
Yeah, she helped us load it and stuff and pushed her cart back. She definitely worked extra for
it. So once we unloaded everything into the room, we went back out to Waikiki Beach to swim for the first time. That was lovely. We started off... Okay, so the thing with Waikiki Beach right now is it's packed. It's packed to a degree where it is uncomfortably busy. And we went out at 2 o'clock when people had already been out there for like all day.
Yeah, they had most every spot was taken. They had umbrellas on top of umbrellas on top of umbrellas. It was
And not even just on the beach was crowded, in the water was crowded. And I don't like swimming directly next to someone else unless it's Phil. So we went we went past the zoo. We went as far down as we possibly could.
there was volleyball nets down there.
So we went to the beach as far down as we could, and there was this sign that said something like, "Oh, there's coral here. Watch your feet." Like sharp, pointy coral, something like that. And we put our tent up directly in front of that sign, thinking, "Oh, we got swimmy shoes on. We're fine." We were not fine.
Well,
I
The
could feel it
shoes-
through the side of the shoe.
yes. Well, for the most part, the shoes helped. I mean, it would have been fine.
Well, the
to-
shoes were a lifesaver. Let's be real. We wouldn't have made it 5 minutes without the
The
shoes.
problem is how uneven it was. Like, you'd walk 2 feet and you can't see below you, so it's like a big gap, and all of a sudden the water's above your head, and you walk a foot forward, and it's like you're standing at your waist level. And then if you were to like catch a
The
wave,
rocks are really unpredictable.
and if you were to catch a wave in the deep part, it'll push you into the tall part, and you'll hit your knees and stuff. Haley was pushed over onto me, and I hit my knee onto one, and that was not a good feeling.
So we were probably in that first beach for maybe 20-ish minutes,
And
maybe
Haley
30.
wanted to go back, and she's like, I'm done swimming. I'm like,
No, we both wanted to go back. Let's not pretend.
she initiated it, but I was like done.
No, you had suggested it first, but then you didn't move it. You didn't act on it. So then later on I was like, "Okay, well, we're done here." And you were like, "Okay," because you had already suggested it.
Yeah.
So we ended up going over to the baby part of Waikiki, where there's a rock wall
Like, stops
basically
the waves.
protecting it. Yeah. Where you could just float. It was super relaxing. There was this lady, I took footage on the GoPro, that she was just like in a circle floaty, sunglasses on,
It's a Haley as an old lady. Like,
living her best life. I was so jealous.
And she had long sleeve shirt on, so that
She wouldn't get
sunburn.
sunburned.
Yeah, she didn't even need to worry about.
She had a hat on too.
Yeah, she
she's
would
like-
never have to worry about.
Yeah. I even complimented her and I was like, "You look like you are living your best life." And she said, "I am." So that was lovely. And then
Goals, right?
yeah, we came back to the room, took some showers, and then we were waffling on what to do about dinner, and I almost ordered Uber Eats, but then we ordered DoorDash but pickup. I don't even remember what that place was called. Kio's Thai Cuisine. So we had ordered
ate
that.
at 2K places.
As long as we don't have a third one, we're fine. So we got pad see ew, pineapple fried rice, and a
Pineapple
side
fried-
order of sticky rice. And they said it would be ready at a certain time. We went in there, and the lady looked at me like I had 3 heads, and she said, "Oh, it's not ready yet." 15 minutes, and you could tell by her 15 minutes she had no idea when our order would be ready. So we abandoned it, and I've wanted shave ice since before we landed. I love snow cones. I love all things frozen like that. But we had some time to kill, so I looked up shave ice places, and there was a place. I looked up shave ice, and there was a 4.9 on Google that was like literally around the block. So we went over there.
Yeah, there's a choice, another one and that one, and we ended up settling on that one, and I think it was a good choice.
Yeah, it was like I think $8 for this massive, massive cone. And
it's
it
literally
was ube,
now that is the
matcha,
place.
and Thai tea, with ice cream in the base and condensed milk on top.
So that is the place I would call a hole in the wall.
Well, it's a hole in a parking garage. Literally, they repurposed the ticket booth at a parking garage, and it is phenomenal. There's always a wait, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just like 3 people in front of you, and
Yeah.
they're all. I mean, the thing is that they have one person always working the ice, so it's not like you have to wait for a person to take the order, work the ice, then come back, take another order. It's just one person
There's a
always
dedicated
shaving the ice.
3-person
Yeah.
team going constantly.
One person's. Yeah, I think they had 4 people at one point because one person was mixing stuff.
No, the mixing person was just the topping person.
Yeah, because there's a shaver, a topper, and a cashier.
Yeah, so that was absolutely incredible. Literally the best icy treat I think I've ever had.
There's something so different about shave ice versus.
It's the texture.
I mean, it is.
It's eating a
literally
pillow, a cold
shaved.
pillow.
It's such thin slices of shavings on the ice that, like, I would say the stuff I've had before is not shave ice. It's crunched ice. Like, it's ground up ice. This is so
like stuff that comes out of our fridge.
yeah, this is the extra bit. Like this
I
is
can tell you're having trouble keeping your eyes open too.
so this is literally so delicate and instantly melt on your tongue. I did not have we chowed down on that. I did not have a single cold brain freeze.
So then we picked up our Thai food, came back and ate it, and promptly fell asleep.
Yeah, we didn't do anything else. She was trying to talk to me about something. I was like sleeping.
I have no memory of this.